Hi, sweethearts. We are having another virtual day tomorrow, so I figured I would make another video of doing notes. You guys did really well today. I saw a lot of you doing it and watching it. Today we're going to be learning about how to write fractions as decimals, okay? You know me, we're always going to have a highlighter, and we're going to have my markers. You guys can get whatever you want. This is something you guys should actually already know how to do. We're just going to take it up a notch. The first thing we're going to learn today is if you have a denominator with a 10, 100, or 1,000, or anything basically that ends in zeros, okay? So number 10 you would read as 7/10. 7/10. Because the denominator is 10, I'm going to write 0 point, and the first place value is tenths. So all I have to do is put a 7 in the tenths place. Now I promise it's not all that easy, but if you have a denominator of 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000, a million, etc., you are able to do it this way. But if you have different denominators, then we need to divide, and we will go through that. Number 11, we have a mixed number, okay? So our whole number is 11 point. So instead of writing a 0, I'm writing 11 because that's my whole number. And we have 39 over 100, okay? 39 hundredths. The hundredths place is the second value. So if we have two zeros, 1, 2, and I'm going to take my numerator and plug in those numbers for my decimal to get 11.39. This is something we can go over again in class, maybe just start to get a feel for it, okay? We have 4 and 9 thousandths, TH, okay? Our whole number is 4. We're going to put a decimal, and then I'm going to draw out spaces just like I did in number 11 so that we have thousandths place. So we have tenths, hundredths, thousandths. If you notice, there's 3 zeros and there's 3 places, okay? There's 2 zeros, 2 places, 1 0, 1 place. So the numerator is 9. Well, it's saying we have 9 thousandths. So the 9 needs to go in the thousandths place, and what we always use as placeholders is zeros. So we would have 4.009. That would be our decimal. Like I said, it's not all as easy as this. Sometimes you are going to have to divide. Most of the time you will. Okay? But these are our decimals when you have zeros on the bottom. Okay? Sorry, that's the dog door opening. Arlo came to say hello. Here's a quick doggy pic. There he is. Hold on. Arlo. There he is. He's wearing his little jacket. Okay? All right. Now let's get into dividing fractions. If you remember, the denominator, which is the bottom number, denominator, okay, is on the outside. Is on outside. Okay? So denominator is on the outside. And then the next step is to add a decimal and 3 zeros. Add a decimal and 3 zeros. Okay? You can pause the video now if you need to go ahead and write this down. Okay? This is where knowing your multiplication facts really come in handy. So if you don't know your multiplication facts, you're going to need to skip count. All right, let's hope you had time to write that down. If not, like I said, just go ahead and pause it. We're going to go ahead and look at 13. This fraction is 7/8. The denominator is 8. Okay, so I'm going to put 8 on the outside, 7 on the inside, with a decimal. I'm adding my decimal, and 1, 2, 3 zeros. Okay, a decimal and 3 zeros. Now, like I said, if you don't know your skip count, you need to go ahead and do it. I'll do it for the first one. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48. I don't know if we'll have to go higher than that, so we'll just stay there for now. Okay? So we ask ourselves, does 8 go into 7? The answer is no, so we're going to put a 0 and bring our decimal up. Now we're going to ask ourselves, does 8 go into 7D? Okay, 8 into 7D. Yes, it does. Okay, let's continue our skip count. After 48, 56, and then 64. Okay, so 8 goes into 70. The closest number here is 64. We're going to count down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're going to put an 8 at the top. That was about 8, sorry. 8 times 8 is 64. Okay, you're going to subtract these numbers. 70 minus 64 is 6. We're going to bring down that 0. 8 goes into 60. We can use our skip count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. Write a 7 up here. 8 times 7, 56. Subtract. 60 minus 56 is 4. And let's bring that last 0 down. 8 goes into 40. Well, here's the number 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. 8 times 5 is 40. You subtract those and you get 0 at the bottom. When you get 0 at the bottom, that's when you're done. Okay, you are done. You can stop. I'll even write stop. When you get a 0 at the bottom, that means you're done. You can stop. So your decimal is whatever is on top of your house. So in this case, it is 0.875. Okay? Now I know that was a lot of steps. If you don't know how to divide, this is when it gets really difficult. Really, really difficult. All right, let's go to 14. I'm honestly going to get a pen and cross out that 5. Right now, I don't want us focusing on mixed numbers. I want us focusing on just fractions. Okay, so the fraction is 3/4. I'm going to go ahead and divide. I'm going to put 3 on the outside. Oh, Miss Dustin messed up. 4 on the outside with the 3 on the inside, a decimal, and 3 zeros. Okay? You want your denominator on the outside, denominator on the outside. Okay? We're going to ask ourselves, how many times does 4 go into 3? It doesn't, so we put a 0, and we bring our decimal up. If we need to skip count by 4s, we can. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. Oh, that was a bad 0. 20, 24, 28, 32. Okay. 4 goes into 30, so we're going to look for a number in our skip count that's not quite 30, or as close to 30 as we can get, but not over. So 28 is going to be the magic number, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 down. So 7 goes on top of the house. 4 times 7 is 28. Subtract 30 minus 28 is 2. Bring your 0 down. 4 now goes into 20. If we look over in our skip count, we have the number 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 5 goes on the top. 4 times 5 is 20. We subtract to get 0. And remember, when you get 0 at the bottom, that means you're done. Okay, so you can stop. Okay, And then your decimal is what is on top of the house. Your decimal is on top of the house. All right, I'm going to do one more with you. I know it's getting to be kind of a long video, but I just want you guys to get the hang of this. You can rewatch it as many times as you need. All right, number 15. Denominator on the outside. So 5 on the outside, 11 on the inside with a decimal and 3 zeros. Okay, 5s are pretty easy. Okay, I don't think we need to skip count, but I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. If we need to go higher, I will. So we ask ourselves, does 5 go into 11? Well, it actually does, okay? Because this is an improper fraction. See how these are proper? This is improper. It has a bigger top number, okay? 5 goes into 11 2 times. 5 times 2, 10. Subtract to get 1. Now, before you bring that 0 down, you need to bring your decimal up, okay? We're going to bring our 0 down. And now we ask ourselves, how many times does 5 go into 10? 5 goes into 10 2 times. 5 times 2 is 10. When you subtract those numbers, you get 0. And remember, when you get 0, that means you're done. Ooh. I can't hold the paper and hold my phone. You're done. So go ahead and stop dividing. Stop bringing down zeros. And I know we didn't use these other zeros. It's perfectly okay. Perfectly okay. All right. So you should have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 done. And you should have these notes on the side. I'm going to flip over. And I'm going to please ask that you do number 16, number 16, and number 17. Now I know those are big numbers, but I believe you can do it. I'm going to cross out this 1. Okay, so you're going to do 11 over 50. You're going to do 7 over 25. And I'm going to change number 18. Miss Dustin's going to write a new question for you to do. So you're going to do 16, 17, and 18. And I'm going to ask that you change this one. Let's do... Miss Dustin's trying to think on the spot. Let's do... 6 over 8. Okay? So if you please would, do 16, 17, and 18 in this book. Go ahead and rewrite this one as 6 over 8. As always, reach out if you need help. Hope to see you guys on Monday.